check out some yarn! I was sent this big thing of yarn from a website called Hobium. It's a yarn company based out of Turkey. Let's check it out! So if you're wondering about Hobium or just looking for some more good places to get yarn online, I hope I can help answer some questions you might have. When I moved abroad, I set out looking for sites where I could get the same big box store yarns that I loved in the US, or at least something just as good. And Hobium was one of the sites I found, and I just freaking love their yarns. They ship super fast, like 2-3 day shipping, and it's very affordable and sometimes free. They have bundle discounts on most of their yarns, and just like a massive selection of basic yarns and also unique and interesting yarn. They were kind enough to send me some yarns to make a few free patterns for their blog, and I asked for one yarn specifically, but the rest of the yarns in this pack were a mystery and a pleasant surprise. The first yarn I pulled out of the bag was this bubblegum pink Lamia baby cotton. You can see why they call it baby cotton. It's really soft. It's like 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, so it has that acrylic durability and washability. Since I write patterns, I'm always looking for yarns that can be used interchangeably, and I think that this yarn would work really well for virtually any US baby yarn that on the label says it's a size 3. On this label it actually says it's a 4. I'd put this in the 3 weight category. Also on the label it says you can go down to a 2.5mm crochet hook, and that's quite small. It's possible it's a typo. Either way, it's a really lovely yarn. It's really soft straight out of the pack, and I'm sure after washing and drying it, it would soften up even more. Next I pulled out this yarn in the ever controversial mustard color. I think yarnies either love it or hate it. I honestly wouldn't pick it for myself, but the yarn is really soft and squishy. And of course, when I saw the name Wool Easy, I immediately thought of Woolies from Lion Brand. And after some quick sleuthing, I found Wool Easy and Wool Ease have the exact same yardage and weight, so they'll likely have the same gauge. And I think they could be like exact dupes. And Wool Easy is half the price of Woolies right now, so yay! Then I saw this super unique navy teal color. This is Kartopu's Elite Wool. And I did some Google translating and found out that Kartopu is Turkish for snowball. Isn't that cute? This yarn, however, isn't as soft as Wool Easy right out of the bag, but it feels a lot more woolly, if that makes any sense. And I imagine anything you make in it would be incredibly warm. It's a nice heavy worsted Aran weight yarn, and there's like a zillion patterns that this yarn would work great in. The color really inspires me to make like a men's garment of some kind, so that may be the free pattern I write with this one. Lastly, here's the yarn I asked them to send me, Kartopu's Home Decor yarn. I saw online that it was a cotton tube yarn with a synthetic core, a lot like the Bernat Maker Home Deck line. I think it's somewhere between Bernat Home Deck and Bernat Maker Big on the chunkiness scale, so it actually isn't a substitute for those yarns. However, it would be a great sub for any t-shirt yarn patterns. And I've already worked with this yarn a little bit, and I have to say I like working with it much better than a t-shirt yarn. The stretch isn't as exaggerated. I find it easier on my wrists and my hands. I can work with this yarn for a very long time, and t-shirt yarn kind of fights you back a little bit sometimes. I definitely have a free pattern on the way in this yarn. Also, I wanted to show you this project tote bag that they threw in the package. They have these on their site for $5, and I think the little hipster jackalope wearing a Fair Isle sweater would resonate a lot with the yarn folks. And who doesn't need another project bag? Does anyone else have a bag full of bags in their closet? Like, as long as I can put yarn in it, I just can't seem to let it go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this review and checking out what is actually my very first YouTube video. I've been wanting to post things on YouTube for a really long time now, and I just haven't been able to muster up the courage to do it. So now that I've got the first video done, I hope that it's just the beginning of something wonderful. So I'm really thankful that you stuck around to the end, and I want to give one more shout out to Hobium Yarns for sending me these wonderful yarns to review. Make sure to check out my blog, thesnugglery.net, where I'll be posting free patterns using each one of these yarns. And while you're at it, subscribe to my email newsletter so you can get an update about when each of the free patterns will be posted. So thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again. Hopefully you'll see me again in another video. Bye!